Maxwell.
Yeah.
Welcome to my home.
Miss Maxwell, this is Randolph Holcomb.
Hello, Mr. Holcomb.
Name's Tim Truman. Pleasure's mine.
I've read some of your articles, Mr. Truman. You're a terrific writer. I am a bit surprised the magazine sent you, though. You tend to cover more global affairs.
Yes. Well, my editor seems to think that your transition to the big screen is an event of global significance.
Well, I tend to agree. Come, we have much to discuss. You will stay, of course. It really is a terrible storm, and I hate to have to rush things. Wouldn't you?
Yes.
Settled then. Mrs. Opal already prepared your rooms, and you really
Oh, I hadn't quite had the chance yet.
What are you still doing here, then? I don't know what I'd do without them. Mrs. Opal and Ignatius have been with me since my London days.
I see.
Well, our guests have arrived and no one thought to tell me. I see you've survived the storm, gents. Well done.
My name's Tim Truman. You must be Miss Maxwell's
Son.
son.
My one and only. Alistair, these are the magazine men I was telling you about. Mr. Holcomb and Mr. Truman, was it? Yes. Mr. Holcomb will be recreating the Bride of Death image for the magazine cover.
That'll be great publicity for the film.
The film?
Didn't you know? Mother will be making her film debut in the role that made her famous, The Bride of Death, and I will be producing it.
A film version of The Bride of Death? That's incredible.
We're very excited about it ourselves. Allie's been the driving force behind my comeback, guys. Never would have had the courage to return to performance if not for him.
Okay. Nothing like family.
The rooms must be ready. Why don't you two go dry off and freshen up? Ignatius will run and fetch you some dry clothes. Dinner will be served at 1:30. We can interview then.
Thank you.
Well, what are you thinking?
I haven't made up my mind yet. Till the doctor's presence may be required, but to stay out of sight until then.
Anything you say, Mother?
Listen, Iggy, I really need to use a telephone. Is there one in this room? All right, then. Can you bring me to one? Well, suppose I could ask Miss Maxwell at dinner, but... Tell me, Iggy, is there a reason you don't want us making a telephone call?
Tim, please, you're upsetting the man. Ignatius, would you mind terribly asking, or perhaps signaling to Miss Maxwell that we must use the telephone without delay? That's a good shout. Thank you very much. We'll wait here, of course.
Jesus, HQ Christ, Randy. I don't know about you, but I get the feeling there's something very off happening at Maxwell Manor.
It's impossible.
I know, the sun, the help. So what is all this junk? I know she's supposed to be the maven in the macabre, but even this is much for an actress.
No, Tim, you don't understand. It's impossible. She looks exactly the same when I saw her on stage when I was a teenager.
Come off it, Randy.
No, I mean it, Tim. Miss Maxwell hasn't aged a day in over 30 years.
Grease paints, theater lighting, and cheap seats can make anyone look like anything.
Haven't you done your research? This is the woman of 1,001 deaths. She was in hundreds of plays, even before the war, before her nervous episodes and her fleeing to America. And
Episode? What episode?
Tim, the Britannia Awards, that whole scandal. You must have heard of that. But that's not the point. Come on. What would your first impression of her age be?
35, maybe?
But she's been out of the public eye for over 30 years. To have the kind of career she's had, she must be at least 60 or 70.
That's impossible.
I know.
Not impossible. Just very, very expensive.
Excuse me?
Twisted magazine man.
Yes, and you are?
Oh, apologies, how terribly rude of me. My name is Dr. Morris Stygian. I believe you were just discussing my work.
I'm Randolph Holcomb. You can call me Randy. This is Tim Truman.
Stygian. I've heard that name before. In that clinic, Switzerland, after the war.
Yes, I did.
I I interviewed one of your patients, a soldier whose face was badly burnt from the battlefield.
And was he badly burnt when you interviewed him?
No, he was normal, handsome even. He said it was nothing short of a miracle.
And so it was. Miracle workers like myself are becoming quite popular these days, especially in Hollywood.
See.
Gentlemen, I see you've met the doctor.
Yes, the lads and I were just discussing our great hostess. Mrs. Opal, dear, I'm afraid you'll have to set an extra place for me at the table tonight. It seems as if I'll be dining after all.
Grant. Mr. Truman, Ignatius will escort you to the telephone with Miss Maxwell's compliments. Mr. Holcomb, I'll show you to your room.
Very well. Oh, Tim, go tell Roger what I said about the interesting development, won't you?
Of course.
Well, gentlemen, I'll see you at past. Or perhaps even sooner.
I've always been curious about life in Los Angeles. Master Alistair says it's the land of sin and plenty. Is it true that men and women kiss with open mouths in the middle of the street there?
Well, it's been known to happen, yes.
Oh, well, you must have a woman at home who takes good care of you. Some beautiful young thing. Though I don't see a ring on your hand. Tell me, Mr. Holcomb, are there many young, handsome, available men like yourself in Los Angeles?
Not as many handsome available men as I would like, but yes, there are a few.
Oh, Mr. Holcomb, I'm so glad you've come. You're like a breath of fresh air.
Really, Miss Opal, the city isn't as far as the crow, very far as the crow flies. Take a holiday, go see for yourself.
Holiday? Holiday, he says. Living outside these walls would be a holiday enough for me. Only Master Alistair and the doctor are allowed to leave the grounds.
That can't be right.
It isn't, but that's life and I'm lucky to have that much, she says to me.
Who says?
Who do you think? You're Miss Maxwell. I think she's the one who's running the show, but I'm the glue that holds this house together. And if I...
Opal,
Doctor!
what are you ranting on about now? I'm sure you have a lot to do in the kitchen.
No, I haven't. Dinner's done.
Then cook something else. She's a lovely woman, insufferable on occasion. But
Thanks.
Miss Maxwell adores her.
Thank you for saving me regardless.
Don't mention it. Here, I brought you this, something warm from my collection.
Oh, thank goodness. That's very kind of you.
What was that?
Oh, just an old flask. I carry it around more
Mr.
out of
Holcomb.
habit than anything else.
You needn't explain to me. I have a feeling that you and I have a great deal in common. A great deal indeed. There. That looks quite handsome.
Thank you.
Come on, pick up, Roger.
Hello, Roger Price speaking.
Roger, it's Tim.
Damn it, Truman, I told you it's my kid's birthday party tonight.
I know, this is an emergency.
What do you mean it's an emergency? Did your car break down on the way out?
I wish. It's not a lie, Roger. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, Truman. Do you know why I pulled you off overseas coverage?
This isn't about that.
Like hell it is. You were caught red-handed manufacturing.
Modifying.
Making up quotes, Tim. You lied to me, to our readers.
This isn't a lie, Roger.
I know, honey, I'm coming. Now, Truman, I gave you this assignment because it's candy, it's cake. And all I want you to do is give me a little puff piece, and you're either going to give it to me, or there is no second chance. Oh, damn it, Genevieve, get that thing off your head.
No, Roger, you don't understand. Roger! Roger! What are you looking so smug about?
And I believe at final count I called out, "Help!" nearly 1,000 times on stage. "Murderer!" somewhere near 1,200 times. And "Rape!" nearly 1,000 times. Oh, Ignatius, dear, go over and run and fetch a pad of paper and pen for Mr. Truman, would you?
No need, Ignatius. Maxwell, I I won't be taking those kind of notes. I can gather specifics about your acting from our research archives. Isn't that right, Randy?
Well, yes, but...
But I don't think that's what our readers want to see. I don't think they want the common facts. I think they want to know who you are. The woman, the actress.
But my career is who I am. Take, for example, my first role in The Woman with Two Lovers. It's a perfect metaphor for my life. My two lovers are my career and my family. But unlike in the play where the lovers murder each other, I made them work together in harmony.
You really ought to be writing this down.
And have you noticed that all the dishes before you, the entire menu has been fashioned after the play Feast of Fools?
Where you were murdered by your socialite husband and served to his unsuspecting guests. Should have known for the steak tartare.
Yes, you know of it.
Oh yeah, I saw that on my London summer. You were simply divine in that play, Miss Maxwell.
Please, call me Evelyn.
Oh, Evelyn, you were simply divine in that play. And I must say, the steak tartare is divine too.
Thank you.
You know, truth be told, Miss Maxwell, I don't know much about your line of work. Yes, I know the Grand Guignol was famous for its outrageous plot lines, and you were famous for bringing them to life. But I think the readers want to know a different kind of story.
Such as?
Such as where you've been hiding these past 30 years, and why you decided to come back now.
I haven't been hiding, I've simply been here.
Doing what? What does your average day consist of?
Really, Tim.
I've been waiting
Waiting. For what?
for the proper moment to return.
Is that right? And how old are you now, Miss Maxwell?
Oh, I see you've never interviewed an actress before.
Some questions I do not answer as a rule, Mr. Truman.
Very well. And how about you, Allie? How old are you? Or do you not answer that question either?
I'll be 31 this year.
Well, that tells me plenty. And what about your father? Where is he?
Tim, are you here to interview me or my son, Mr. Truman?
He's not a
My
very
apologies.
young interviewer, is he?
You know, I remember what I wanted to ask you. What can you tell me about your nervous episode you had back in London, right before you moved out here and dropped out of the public eye?
Miss Maxwell, I'm terribly sorry.
Evelyn, please, and it's all right, Mr. Holcomb. I don't mind answering Mr. Truman's questions. It's a silly matter, really. I knew my departure from the stage would come up eventually. It was the inaugural year of the Britannia Awards, and I was playing The Bride of Death. 8 sold-out houses a week. Everyone said the award for Best Actress was mine, but on the night of the ceremony, they gave it to a young named Sarah Suddens. And I was upset. I left the ceremony, I left the stage, and soon after I left London as well. But by then I had something much more important than any award. Looking back, my behavior seems very childish. I've come to realize that the greatest award any actress can receive is simply to be an actress. To get to live so many lives in one is a gift, and I won't squander it again. This time, the Bride of Death will live forever.
Hear, hear, to the Bride of Death.
I always regretted missing that play. It premiered right after I left London, but I read every single one of your notices. All the critics agreed it was the best role of your career.
Up to that point, of course.
Of course.
Well, now thanks to the film, you'll be able to see it at last.
I look forward to it very much.
As do I.
Now, I wonder if you remember an awkward little...
Suits me better. Would you like a taste of something new, Mr. Moore?
I think I'd like that very much.
Here it is.
What is that?
An anesthesia of my own concoction. It's like a warm, tropical breeze. And it rushes right past your face. Warms your heart. Would you like some?
Is it safe?
Safe and physician approved.
Maybe just a small. What do I feel it?
Any minute now.
Do you hear that? Hey, who's speaking? Hey, where is... Hey! Hey, is anyone there? Miss Maxwell? Miss Maxwell? Wait. Help, somebody help. What? Ah! Oh no, no! Hey, hey! What is that? Help! Hey, help! Anybody there? Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Randy,
Oh God,
Randy,
oh God,
what's
oh
the
God.
matter, Randy?
Oh, did you hear that? Am I going insane?
What, the singing? Yes, I heard it. I looked over for the singing girl, but I couldn't find her.
Tim, I think I've done something awful.
Oh my God, Randy. What did you do?
She was right here. She was here, or there,
Who was?
or somewhere. Miss Opal. I think she was dead. I think
Jesus,
I may have
Randy.
killed her.
You're not a killer. Now tell me what happened.
I don't know. I don't know if anything
Jesus,
happened.
Randy.
I don't know.
Jesus, I need you sober. Something weird is happening in this house, and I can't figure it out on my own. I'm gonna get you some water.
No, wait, don't.
Stay here.
Wait, don't. Tim? Tim, is that you? Tim, what? Hey! Ah!
Let him go! Oh God, Randy! Randy! Oh my God!
Is he dead?
Ah, who are you?
Is he dead?
Yes, he's. Oh God, Randy! Jesus, Randy, I thought you. All right.
Come with me. If you want to make it out of this house alive, come with me. Now. Where is she? Where?
Evelyn, calm down. We'll find her.
What if the reporter finds her first? I can't believe you let him out of your sight!
What was I to do? Tackle the man? He said he wanted to use the washroom.
He's a liar! They're all liars!
Evelyn, listen to me. I've taken care of the photographer. Ignatius will handle her, and we can still find the reporter. We can still make this work.
Father, I searched the East Wing.
Then search the rest. I want them stopped now. They mustn't be allowed to leave this house. Bring her to me. I want her alive.
Who are you?
I'm the governess.
Governess? For whom?
For Cynthia, Evelyn Maxwell's other child.
And Maxwell had another child?
Yes.
One she kept secret, but why?
Because she was born out of wedlock, deformed and soft in the mind. Cynthia has never left this house, and she never will.
Wait, stop! My friend needs rest. He needs a doctor. He was attacked by that monster, that horrible mute.
Ignatius was no mute. He was a fine man once, but he said too much to the wrong people. So she ordered the doctor to lobotomize him, so he'd never be able to spill their secrets again.
But why? All because she had a daughter she didn't want the world to know about?
Evelyn Maxwell had a lot of things she didn't want the world to know about.
You! What are you doing out of your room? Mr. Truman, get away from her. Come with me.
He's not going anywhere with you, Alistair.
I'm telling Mother!
Yes, you do that! Run and tell Mommy, Alistair! You must go. Follow this hall and stay to the right. You'll come to a gate at the end. It'll lead you into the woods. It's the only way out.
Not yet.
If you don't leave now, you may not get
Boy.
I need the story. I need to know what happened. I'll take my chances.
And what about your friend? Are you prepared to risk his life, too?
What are you doing?
Signaling to Cynthia.
Canisters are ready. The gas will disperse at my command.
Do it. Empty them all. Fill the house with it. Every room.
But so much it'll affect us all. Hallucinations, delirium.
I don't care. They are trying to ruin everything I've worked so hard for, and they will be stopped. Release the gas now!
Yes! Yes, of course.
Cynthia, lock the doors. Quickly, darling, please. We'll be safe here for the moment.
All right. I got you.
Where are we? Tim? Tim, where are we?
It's fine. It's fine. You're safe here.
Miss Opal, Miss
No,
Awful,
no.
the doctor, the
No,
butler.
can get you here. You're fine. Got you, friend. This prop. It's the same one as downstairs.
No, that's the real school scepter. The one downstairs is the copy. It's the only thing she let me keep.
You're Evelyn Maxwell.
Yes. Yes, I am, but it's been a long time since anyone's called me that.
Miss Maxwell?
Randy, don't try to move.
I knew it wasn't you. The moment I saw the signature, I knew. Your autograph has been on my mantle for over 30 years. She may look like you, but she can't. She
I'm
won't.
sorry you were hurt.
It's worth it to meet the real you.
Who is that other woman?
My imposter? She's a mistake I made a long time ago. One of many. She was my governess. She took care of Alistair while I was playing the Bride of Death to 8 sold-out houses a week. 3 days before the Britannia Awards, I lost my husband to another woman. And then I lost the Britannia to another woman too, and after that I nearly lost my mind. I fled London and they all came with me. Ignatius, Mrs. Opal, and her. They were all so loyal then, even as I set about destroying my body and mind with alcohol and pills. And then he came, Dr. Morris Stygian, with his promise of youth and beauty. He wanted money and I had it. I wanted love and he gave it. He gave me Cynthia too, but she was born wrong. It was my fault. I didn't care what happened to me anymore and she suffered for it. The doctor said he could fix her when she was old enough for surgery, but it would take money. More money than I had. I had to come back somehow. I had to work again. I had to perform again. And for that I had to take his offer. I had to be young and beautiful once more. But before I could go through with it, I had to know that it would work. I had to see for myself. I didn't even have to ask her. My loyal governess volunteered selflessly without an ounce of fear in her heart. The result was flawless on the outside, but on the inside it changed her. She couldn't go back to being the sweet, mild-mannered girl that she was. Suddenly she wanted to know everything about me, every detail, every show, every public and private moment of my life. When I stopped telling her things, she went to the others. She turned them against me. She went to my son and warped his mind, the doctor too. The only one she couldn't control was Cynthia, so she threatened her. I had to tell him everything in order to keep my daughter safe. And now she thinks she's ready for life outside these walls, my life. Now I've lost my life to another woman too.
No, not yet. We can tell the world the real story, your story.
You'll never get the chance. They won't let you leave now that you've seen us. They'll make it look like an accident, put you back in your car and send you rolling off the cliff into the sea. They've done it before with others who discovered the truth.
No, the four of us. We can take Cynthia with us. We can leave.
That's not possible.
Why not?
Cynthia and I cannot leave this house.
Of course you can.
You don't understand. You may go if you like, if it's not already too late, but Cynthia and I cannot leave this house. Ever.
I'll go with you, true man.
Cynthia, get inside.
It's too late, Mommy. They've let smoke out into the house.
Smoke? Dr. Stygian's anesthetic. We've already been breathing it.
Oh, not again.
There's only one way out now, true man. I can show you if you promise to take me with you.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
They're here. Cynthia, stay with me.
Not so fast, sister dear. You're in big trouble now.
Stop!
she herself died on stage.
Morris, no!
Lights out, Mr. Holcomb.
You monster! Now, Evie dear, what have I told you about stepping on my line? Vile, evil harlot, murderer! Help, murderer, rape! How was that, Evelyn? I'm getting better, aren't I?
No, Hannah, you're getting worse.
I told you never to call me that again. I am Evelyn Maxwell.
Yes, you are, and who made you that way? Me? Him? Who made you the star you are? Come on, this is your interview. The readers must know, Evelyn. Tell us.
Stop it! Allie, shut her up!
Who do you love, Miss Maxwell? Come on, you wanted to be the star. These are the questions they really want to ask. Who do you love, Miss Maxwell? Who are you fucking it out as you like it?
You had! You know very well she loves me.
You? I'm the one she loves. Tell him, mother.
You adolescent fool. You can never please her the way I do.
With what? That cold flesh hanging between your legs? Old man.
Stop it, both of you! Can't you see what she's trying to do?
Mine!
No! Annie's alive! Can you see me? Can you see me?
R.I.P.
Can't see your face.
As if you don't.
Come with me, sweet lover, on another farther shore, where you and I can be others, and our pain will be felt no more. Oh, your lips, they're bleeding. I don't need them. I don't need anybody. I have face, I have the body, I have stories, I can still be you!
Cynthia, shh. No, darling, it's okay.
You're not my mother. Stop trying to be my mother!
We need her alive! The police won't believe us if she's dead!
Go ahead, Cynthia. Do it. Kill me. But then kill her. She's who made us what we are after all. Isn't that right, Evelyn? She may have told you you were born that way, but you weren't. Shut up. You were a perfectly normal little girl until she sent him to work on you. I may have been the experiment that worked, but you were the one that failed.
She's lying. Don't listen to her.
Mommy?
Oh, my baby, my sweet baby. I never meant for any of it to turn out like this.
Ah!
Everyone was dropping like what? Oh, I hate that noise.
Oh my goodness! I wasn't expecting. I never thought I might actually win. Oh, there's so many of you here. So many of my favorite people. I can't thank you all, but I'll certainly try. The director, my dear man, and of course the playwright, and the producer, my son, my family. You're all my family. Yes, even you, Sarah Suddens. Didn't she do such lovely work in that play? This should have been yours, dear. It really should have been. But I'll accept this award, this lovely Britannia, for this and every role I've ever played. I couldn't have been the bride of death without each and every one of them, and I wouldn't be who I am today without each and every one of you. So thank you all.